Hang on. What are you doing now?
I started on Kelsey's blanket.
This one's different than the other ones. It's not a corner to corner. It's
No, this is it's called the ripple effect.
very interesting.
And I'll show you.
Hey, welcome to vlog 260.
Well, stop talking to me.
Did I mess up your stitch?
Yes.
What's there, a count you have to do?
Yeah.
You have to count each individual stitch?
Yes.
How many stitches do you have done so far?
Oh, I don't know.
I suppose I shouldn't talk to her, huh?
Well, because you're making peaks and valleys. Do you see the peaks and the valleys?
Yeah, I see the wave.
Well, you do 3. You crochet 3, right? In the back hoop only. So there's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And now I'm on the top of a peak. So the next one I'm going to crochet 2 double crochets in the same hole. See that?
I'm watching. I got it.
You do that 2 times. That was 1, 2. That was the top of the peak. Then you single crochet 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Then you double crochet 2 together. And then you do that again. Do that 2 times. And that makes your valleys. So yeah, you got to count 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Hey, you know what?
Someone's talking to you and you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're like, crap.
I understood everything you just said.
No, you didn't. But I don't know.
Do the people in the audience understand what you said?
Can you see the peaks and the valleys?
Yes, you can definitely see.
But if you look closer at it, it's kind of like a texture too. It kind of goes like this on this side too, because I'm crocheting just the back hoop. So it kind of alternates it, front and back, front and back. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Oh, let me zoom out a little bit.
How it's, this looks like it's
and then
in the background.
And then there's a.
But then when you flip it on the other side,
it's.
Yeah.
Here,
That's because I'm only
like
crocheting.
There we go.
It's because I'm only crocheting in the back hoop. My yarn is on the wrong side of me. Oh, sorry. My yarn is on the wrong side of me.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yes, I have to have my yarn on a certain side of me in order for me to do it right. So that was... Alright, so now I have to crochet 3 more. And see how I'm just going... You got that V there? See that V? You're only going into the back hoop of that V. Now I'm at the top of a peak. So in this one here, I'll do 1, 2 in the same exact hole. And then I'll do that one more time in the same exact hole. That gives me the top of my peak. See?
Yeah.
And then I'll do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm in the valley. And that you go 1, pull through 2, do it again, pull through 2, and pull through all 3. That's 2 double crochets together. Then I do that one more time. And that makes my valley.
Okay, now you're in the peak of the valley, as you can tell here. But here's my good question.
This is
the peak.
this is the peak, and this is the valley.
Yeah, okay. I got a question for you now, though.
What?
You got to show everybody how you start from 0 to get it to wave like that, because you know you can do peak and valley all you want, but you have to start with a wavy thing first.
Actually, that's the way you start. You make your chain. You do. Okay.
Everybody's seen our little pile over there where the dog eats.
Right. And multiples of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you add 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you double crochet the hook on the chain on your hook never counts as a chain. These are the chains. So you want to go in from the 3rd chain from your hook. 1, 2. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. You go into the 4th one. You skip the first 3. Then you double crochet into that one. And that's a double crochet. Now you ignore those 2, and then you do that 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then in the very next one, you're going to crochet 2 together. So you do like you do a double, but you don't go through the second time. You just leave those 2 on your hook. You wrap around, you go in the very next hole. Go through, pull. You'll have 4 hoops on your hook. You grab, you pull through 2, you grab again, and you pull through all 3. That's your first valley. You don't really see your peaks and valleys until you get like 2 or 3 rows in.
Hey, I understand. I know how to do this.
Then you crochet 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to do 2 double crochets in the very next hole. The same hole, you're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. You're going to do that again in the very next hole. The same exact thing. 2 double crochets in the same hole. 1, 2. Now, can you kind of see your peak and your
I can see
your valley and your peak coming along?
And I'm only kidding when I say I know how to do this, because she could show me this a million times. I still never understand it.
Then you crochet 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then you just keep doing that on your first row all the way around, and then when you turn it and you do the same exact thing back, and then you can really start seeing your peaks and your valleys.
Is that just a quick lesson for everybody who doesn't know how to do it?
Well, I'll tell you now, if you go on YouTube and you go to, I think it's like the Crochet Corner, that's actually where, I mean, your sister taught me a lot, but when she wasn't available for me to ask questions, I look on YouTube. YouTube has so many starter videos on how to learn how to crochet.
Okay.
And a lot of my patterns, where do you think I get a lot of my patterns from? If I know somewhat what I want, I type in a description what I think it's called.
And then it comes up.
And usually you find what you're looking for.
All right, guys.
This is it's called the ripple effect. Some people call it the wave effect. Some people call it the ripple effect. But I know if you look up the wave effect, you get ones that are really like, because you can even make this to where it's a really sharp, crisp point.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a really sharp, crisp point this way too.
Okay.
But I like the...
There's your 10-minute...
Did it take me 10 minutes?
Yeah. And by the way, Why did the kids put all that stuff? I got that right there. Why did the kids pile all that stuff? What was that now? All that stuff right there beside the dog bowl.
That's all your daughter's stuff. It all came out of her bedroom.
She piled all that stuff there. And why?
It was underneath your workbench, and we just never got rid of it yet.
What the hell? I'm going to get on her about it. She's going to clean that right there up because that's a penguin.
Okay, the plastic container is mine for all my yarn.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stuff there with the box. It looks like it's a disaster over there, and it's not because it's all papers that are hers. All right, guys, we'll be back. Okay, guys, we're just going to do a quick look here at the tarantulas. This one here, oops, sorry, has, come on, focus. This one here has webbed up its enclosure really good. See all the webs up there? This one here started to web up some, but it's right there. Here's a really good look at it. This one here, focus here, if I can get it to focus. Boom, there we go, it's focused in. That's webbed up a little bit, but not much. But this one here is back in there, but it started digging tunnel down in there. But it's laying right back in there. See it? Boom, right there. This one here is just kind of hanging out right there. And it's webbed up some, if you can see the web. Right, and there's a little bit of a web. And of course everybody wants to hear about the AVIC, which is right there. And they're doing good. No real webbing by this guy yet, but there might be some in there. I'm just missing it. Oh no, my fault. There was some, but you can't see it. I'm right. When I opened it up yesterday, if you look on the very tippy top there of this board, you can see it. He started webbing over the side right there. I don't know if you guys can see it through here, but I can see it for sure. Yes, there is some webbing up in there. You might see it better this way. Let me see if I can get it to focus in a little more. There you go. See it up there? He started webbing up the top of the... There you go. Alright, guys. Today's feeding day on these guys, but I'll feed them a little bit later, and I'll see if I can get it on tape. Alright. Alright, peace out. Now I got my tripod up again, so nobody can say, why aren't you using your tripod? Because I'm using it. Right here. Let me see here. I might drop a fruit fly in here and see what happens. Hold on. Oh, look. There it goes. I got him up there, and there are some fruit flies in there. See it? Oh, look, there it's gonna... Oh, it got it. Did you see it? It's not easy opening up a container of fruit flies, man. They're flightless fruit flies, but they can jump, that's for sure. Oh, there's another one in there. You see it? Right over in the one corner. It'll get them all. There's a few of them in there, but man. That was pretty cool to see, huh? Alright, guys. We can now move on to other things. And just so people don't think that this is turning out to be a tarantula-only channel, that'll never happen. This here girl is looking good. I just figured I'd get a video up of her. So everybody knows that I still put ball pythons and stuff like that in there. So, like I said, about the crocheting up there, as soon as my daughter gets home from school, she's picking up that mess that she put there because that's all. It's like she cleaned her room and piled everything right there, and I don't get it. But anyway, she'll be getting it when she gets home. Yeah. So, alright, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell somebody about the channel. Peace out. And help somebody in need. Please help somebody in need. Alright? Later.